Back in September 2020, we sold our house in the UK, then moved to Normandy in France, where we bought an ancient French farmhouse with various outbuildings, including an old barn, a small cottage with 2 woodlands, and 3.5 acres of pastured land in a beautiful national park area. Follow us on our journey as Budo and I renovate the farmhouse, manage our land, and take on many projects for you to enjoy. Let the fun begin.
Hi folks, welcome to Caravan Corner.
Bonsoir everyone,
Yep.
hope you've all been well.
Well, we haven't been on Caravan Corner for a few weeks, have we?
Caravan Corner.
Caravan Corner! Arr. It's alright, it's the beer. We just did a video of Tracy doing
Chicken biryani.
biryani.
And it looked and tasted delicious, so I hope you're going to enjoy the recipe and obviously try it like you've been trying all the other recipes.
And the beer got drunk, so
I only had a patty.
it's good stuff. 8%.
It was
strong.
nice. I'm not really a beer drinker, am I?
I
I prefer wine.
Anyway guys, we digress again. But
Yes.
just on the bounce off of the last 2 videos, part 1 and 2 of the beams going in. Well, we really enjoyed that. Loads and loads of great comments. Thank you. My son's gone back home now. Our son has gone back home, and Abby and little Archie. So we're missing them a little bit. But today I've been picking up all the timber for the floor. So I'm going to be starting the floor, and in this video you'll see me getting the start on that.
And also us offloading. I mean, how many pieces of timber? There was a lot there, weren't there? The train was full.
I think there was 60 odd lengths of timber at 5 metres long. So they're going in, but I'll explain that in the video to you a little bit more. And Tracy does a bit of a cooking.
I do obviously the cooking, and also I start taking off the old fabric on the headboard, but obviously
In the bedroom.
in the bedroom, but I can't show you the fabric because obviously that's going to be for a later reveal, so I start doing that. And me and Abby had a trip out, didn't we, while you guys were doing the beams, but we couldn't film that because obviously you were filming yourself, so we went to a fantastic fabric shop near Lavelle, Mondu Tissu Magasin, which is a fabric shop, the name fabric shop, and I could have bought so many different fabrics, so we'll definitely.
Is that in the Mayenne, isn't it? Mayenne or Pays de Loire, somewhere like that. It's just.
I think no, that's Pays de Loire, isn't it, Laval? I'm sure it is, but it was just absolutely amazing. Really enjoyed that, and I was sort of behind the scenes, weren't I? Really, not being in the film, because obviously we done a double epic video, didn't we? And
that's it, really.
That's going to be a short Caravan Corner.
I'll do a little bit. This is the season as well for us for sweet chestnuts. So
I was just going to say, this the season to
be
jolly.
jolly. Anyway, don't get there. That's a few months away. But yeah, so it's the season now for the sweet chestnuts. So I've been collecting some of them over the last few days, and we have hot sweet chestnuts roasted on our little wood burner.
Yes.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Jack Frost pecking at your nose.
Anyway,
next week I'm going to be making as well, in next week's video, pumpkin soup, because I was given a pumpkin by our friend Claire, so she said make something with it, and they'll obviously try
we're going to make
so
our version of it.
Pumpkin soup.
And I think we're about there. So what else have we got, Trace? Much more?
No, I think that's it.
So it's rolling off the beams now. So we've done the beams, we've got them in. There's still a bit of more stonework to be put in to close in. Yeah, we've done a little bit, but there's more to go. But I can start putting the floor in now, because the floor is actually, the joists are going to go into the wall, and then they're going onto what we call double trimmers with hangers and setting, and I'll show you how I set that up with a laser, and how we how we would approach it if it was in a professional, if I was doing it professionally for someone. And I'll show you how I approach it on a stone wall rather than on a brick nice and even patterned wall. And that is it. I think that's Caravan Corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's au revoir, bon weekend,
and au revoir,
and we'll see you soon.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. So folks, it's that time of the year again. We're on to the sweet chestnuts. They're all coming off the big tree now, so I just grabbed a few now so we can have a little snack later on. But they're nice size, sweet chestnut. And how I like them is cooked so they're soft, roast them on the wood burner in a cast iron pan, and then just put a little tiny pinch of salt on them. Lovely like that. And it's coming to that autumn season now, which is lovely. I'm going to collect a load more. I'll show you the tree in a little while, but I'll do you a little pan round on this. Come to that time of the year again where it's autumn. The leaves are starting to die, go brown and red and all the colours of autumn. This holly's looking lovely. It's got a all the red berries have come through. It looks beautiful. That'd be lovely for Tracy's Christmas decorations when she makes it for the house. But I just wanted to come around here and show you where I got them sweet chestnuts from. So it's that great big tree up there. Tracy calls it the tree of life because it's so big. It's a sweet chestnut and it's absolutely full of fruit at the moment. So we'll be collecting that for a few days. As it's dropping now, it's just starting to fall. We'll be collecting it, and then let me go down here. And then we will start saving it because we like to have it right up through Christmas. You know, get it before the frost come in. But we had some pears off of this tree, absolutely stunning, beautiful. There's apples on that tree, still on it now. They're just sweetening up now. And then, you know, over there, can't take nothing till the first frost come. Got to get a couple of hard frosts, and I'll be taking the slow berries for the slow gins and drinks. But let me show you this beautiful tree. Such a beautiful, handsome tree. It's big and it's old and it's absolutely heavy with sweet chestnut. I mean, look at the size at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see through there, but it's a massive diameter of a tree. We'll go up there a bit, you'll see through the middle. Still 2.5 foot or a lot or more there. We've got a couple of these. I'm just trying to think where the other ones were. Oh, right, yeah, they're on the front of the, as you come round on the road, there's a couple on the front there. But yeah, lovely. So I'm going to pop back to the van now because Tracy's going to do a nice cooking video for you, and it's called biryani. Oh, I think it's a chicken biryani, I'm sure it is. But you drink my favourite beer, one of my favourite beers with it, has to be a good Belgian beer. And you'll see anyway. Okay. Good morning, folks. So I'm starting now to set out the mark out for the floor that goes on the 2 beams we put in, if you like. And I'll just show you that now. So I'm just going to flip you around. Okay, so coming up here, I've got to go up some steps, so I've got to be careful. Okay, so I've set my laser up. This is my little sight laser. I use this just for handy lasers. I've got a couple of big ones as well, but this is good for this. I just screwed on a metal plate onto this bit of timber, and this is magnetic. That allows me to shift it up and down to where I want it, right? Then what I do is, I'm just going to go back down the steps, because I didn't set this up for you, so I've already done it. I'm going back up, up and down, Okay, so looking over here, okay, this is my sighting target, and this goes up in 1 inch increments through its range. It's at 4 inches there, and that's what I've set the level to, 4 inches above this beam. Okay, I know this beam is plumb and level in true, so it's true, and it's set to the other beam as well. So we now want to put, or I want to put, joists 4 inches above this beam line height, and the rest of the timber goes below the beam, so they're notched over the beams. Okay, so I don't need this no more, the sighting target. I've set it up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do the marking out from the laser line. So I'll just pop you up here first, show you. So you can see a laser line, a green line. Okay, that line is true and plumb, or true and level, sorry. Okay, the orange marks you see are where the joists are going to be cut into the wall, and the reason I have to do this way is because this is stone work, and there's no even mortar line. Everything's up and down all over the place. Okay, it's not like a conventional brickwork where you get a nice mortar line and you can generally work to that and put your shoes in it or cut yourself into there and slip your joists into it. This you have to go to where the lines are and you have to chop it out. It's a more awkward version, and it's difficult to do, but anyway, we'll get there. Now I'm going up another ladder, so I've got to be careful. I'm going to show you what I use. I just use a lining spray, just a spray, you know, just push the button and it sprays for you. I'll put that down. I make myself up a template. I'm going up further now. Right, so I make myself a template, and this is my template. Okay, and that template has got a level line at the top there. If we can see, I can show you my finger, it's here, and that's what I sight the laser line to. The cutout is the same size as the joists. Then on the wall I mark out my centres, which is 400 on this one, so it's 400 centres going away, and all I do is put this board up until I line it up level, this template, and then I spray that. I spray in that gap, and that'll tell me where roughly my joist is going to go, and I can cut that area out. This isn't precision joinery or anything, this is stonework, so you're always going to make the openings a lot bigger, or a bit bigger than what the joist is, but it gives me a good working level line to work to. If I keep everything below that line, I know that it's going to be, the tops of the joists are going to be right. But anyway, so I thought I'd show you how to set that out. It's quite simple really, but the laser really does help. It's very effective. I don't know if you see it going all the way around there. It goes all the way around the room, and it's a good datum line to work from. We call it a datum line. Anyway, I'll show you some more when I start to put this together. It might not be in this week's video, but because we're coming to the end now, the week, but it might be next week's video that I'll show you I'm putting this floor down. But I might be able to show you a little bit more of cutting them out or something. Okay, guys? Okay, folks, so you can see now all the orange marks are in. That's where each joist is going to be cut into. I'm going to do a precision cut on the top with a steel saw, a proper stone cutting saw, so I get a nice line. So they're all ready. You'll notice there's two missing here, because this is going to be the doorway in, coming up the stairs from over there, up to the hall landing, and then up this way. Okay, but there I'm going to do some trimming work. And then what I've done is, before I took the laser down, I don't know if you'll see it from here, over there's two little orange marks, okay, and they are the laser line. So I put a bit of cardboard above where the laser line was, and then sprayed underneath, so I know the tops of them are right, they're level to that side. And also I've done the same over this side here, so hopefully you can see all them orange marks in there. Okay, so I've set them out now, so I've got basically a datum around the room, or datum I should say, datum, a line around the room. And look, yeah, see, it still hasn't been done yet, this part. Done the other side a bit from the outside, but we've just got to source in some lintels at the moment. But it's all safe and sound at the moment, so good. Anyway, I'll show you the next part when I get to that. Okay folks, so this is how far I've got so far. I've got Tracy in here help me as well, I'll show you in a minute. But I've trimmed in, I've gone into the wall with the joist. Okay, Tracy's cemented all that up ready. It's locked it in, it goes in quite deep. Then we've set a double trimmer here into the wall that side. So all the timbers coming this way are going to sit on shoes. And that will get us around here. I've got 2 trimmers here. They're going to go across here to there, to that timber. I'm going to do them in a minute. I've also been notching over, so that's the height of the ceiling up there now, and these have been notched over. That one there, but I put a laser line over the top, and they're all lovely and perfect. I've notched in the wall there. Tracy's going to go around all of these as well. She's going to fill all these slots in after I put the timbers in. And she's just over here now. How you getting on, Trace?
I'm fine. I'm just putting some muck right at the back and filling it with little stones just to actually fill the gap up. So I'll just keep going back, and then I've got
just fill it up. That's basically it. Get a nice stone underneath the joist there, yeah.
And I've got my big stones here now, so
good.
I haven't done pointing for a while.
No, well, this is a little bit different, isn't it, than pointing? But
well, I'm trying to do the soft furnishings, but we can't show that yet, can we?
No.
Until later date, so
if you notice, these timbers, they're not touching on both sides here, so as well as over here. See, they're not touching the timbers, the old timber of this chimney flue. Which is a lovely old thing, isn't it? I built these walls down here some time ago, about a year ago nearly, just to support all this, because it felt a little bit like, well, it probably wasn't, but it felt like it was going to come down. Anyway, they're supporting that now, but I'm not touching timbers and I'm not touching walls where I can. So if you look up here, you'll see a gap. This is really important in these old houses. If you can do this, keep as much timber off the walls as possible, only where they have to bear, and then give them a good soaking in the you know, the woodworm and insect treater. So you're right, training. I'll leave you with that.
Yep, I'm just going to carry on. Well, all these stones I've got here is what you and James took out, so I'll just put them all back again. Lovely.
Well, I've got to get these trimmers in now.
Right.
But I think that's enough for the filming for this week. So we'll show the rest of them next week.
Yes,
for them.
Keep them in suspense.
So because it's going to take me a couple of more days yet to put all these joists down.
Yeah. Well, we're going on a night walk later.
Oh yeah, we're going on a night. We're going with our neighbours for a night walk. Well, it's not a night walk. It's just a walk through the forest. Keep us fit. Not like this isn't keeping us fit anyway. But you can see it's sort of going up. A nice big H frame now. Locks it all in. Nothing's wobbling. Everything's tight. And this is going to make a really strong, solid floor and help support the house wall to wall. Okay folks, this is an update on the hall window. So I've done all the trim work around it. You can see done a little panel in there. This is going to be painted, this piece. I'm just making this top now in oak, which is being glued up because it's two pieces. And you'll see a shadow in a moment because there's a light behind me. But so I've done the trim around, put this nose in on here. this deep architrave here made up. There's a little panel mould there and then a little cock bead on there to finish that. Just got to clean the glass and like I say, put the window board on, a bit of plasterboard on the front of there, and that's pretty much finished that corner then. Bar some pointing around the edges here because we've got a back behind it. We're going to point the edges with round the frame, if you like, because it's all wonkety with the wall. But looking quite nice now. Another window finished. Anyway, welcome everybody. We're here today with Tracy, who's going to cook us another lovely meal.
In the caravan kitchen.
In the caravan corner kitchen.
Caravan corner, because I am literally in the corner.
So what are you going to cook us today again?
I'm going to cook today a chicken biryani.
Lovely.
Which we all absolutely love, and it's probably another one of your favourite dishes.
It definitely is one of my favourite dishes.
You do like curries, don't you?
I do.
And do you remember, I think you actually get that from your dad, because I used to help your dad, didn't I?
Yeah.
Cook
Sorry,
curries.
I'm just having a Dunker biscuit before I have me chit chat.
And I've got my cup here, cup of tea. I need it, 'cause I've got itchy throat. Right, okay, so we'll start with the ingredients. You need 8 chicken thighs. You want them skinned and boned. You can actually buy them boneless, but I found they're quite small. So there's your 8 chicken thighs.
Couldn't see it, Trey. You have to bring it here, love.
Oh, sorry.
About there.
You got it?
Just so people can see it, yeah.
8 chicken thighs, skinned and boned, and chopped into little bite-sized pieces.
Lovely.
You want 100 grams of spinach. 2 medium.
That's actually quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks.
It looks a lot, but it wilts down, doesn't it? I remember you saying
when
that.
we used to grow spinach in England, I
Yeah.
used to use that, didn't I, in the biryani?
I remember that dish used to do me with all the spinach,
Yeah.
just spinach, and what was it, creme fraiche?
Creme fraiche, fresh garlic, and nutmeg.
Yeah, that was a whole plate of that. Oh my God.
Lovely, wasn't it?
Popeye
You'd
would have loved
that
it.
for lunch.
Remember, if you remember Popeye,
Yes.
if you're all old enough.
I don't know if I remember Popeye. 2 medium-sized onions, cut in half and then sliced.
Yep.
So you're doing like thin slices. Then we've got 1 teaspoon
Let's have a look. Of,
chili flakes.
oh yeah, chili flakes, yeah.
I normally use fresh chilies, but the ones that I bought, we are going to be growing them next year from the supermarket. They were quite fiery, so I think they're going to be too hot for this dish. 4 garlic cloves. Can you see?
Yep, see that? Yep.
4 garlic cloves chopped. 25 grams of fresh ginger.
Oh, my favourite, yeah.
It smells lovely. Peeled and chopped. Then in here, I don't know, let me see if I can. This is very heavy, my pestle and mortar.
Oh.
Can you see that?
Yep, see that?
Okay, we have 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Garam masala. We have 8 cardamom
Pods.
pods and 6 cloves.
Yep.
And all we do is put that in there before you put the garam masala in.
Smells
and you
lovely.
just crush the cardamom pods. All you're doing is opening the pods. Okay. And I will say, when you serve this, you've just got to tell people that you're serving it to be careful, because you will find the cloves and the cardamom pods. But
Yeah.
this is how the dish is. Well, it's my take on chicken biryani. We've got 200 mils of chicken stock here.
Yep.
The rice I've already prepared, because obviously I haven't got a lot of workshop space. We have 200 grams of basmati rice. Make sure you rinse it well in cold water before you put it into the boiling water. And I filled half a saucepan up with water.
Yep.
Okay, which is there. So that's already cooked. So let me put this back on here. And also, we use saffron. I normally use saffron back in the UK, but obviously I haven't got any left and I haven't found it. Yes, so I've used Taramet just to, can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Just
to colour the milk. And this is 100 mils of milk.
That's really good for you, that is.
Yep.
Taramet.
And if I just tell you, all you need to do
Smells nice, doesn't it?
with the milk is put it on a very low simmer. You don't want to boil it. You just want to heat the milk up with the turmeric or saffron, obviously, if you can get that. Then once that's done, let that cool. The rice, you just put the rice in once it's been washed in the cold water into the boiling water and cook that for 5 minutes. Then rinse it well and let that cool as well.
Cool.
Okay, so
now what's the first stage?
The first stage, let me just get my, need to find, just bear with me.
Your lighter.
I like the pilot things. Okay, so we're just going to light the gas, put the saucepan in with 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Okay. That's it. You just want that on a medium heat. And all we're going to do is cook the chicken for about 5 minutes, just till it's not pink basically. Okay, so we'll put all the chicken thighs in.
So do you want me to come back when you've...
Yeah, if you come back
Okay,
when this
see
is
you in a
cooked,
sec.
and then I'll tell you what I do next. Welcome back everyone. As you see, the chicken has now been cooking for about 5 or 6 minutes. So all I'm going to do is transfer the chicken to the plate, and then we'll set this aside.
It's been seasoned with a bit of salt and pepper.
Yeah, salt and pepper as well. And I preheated the oven. This is a gas oven, so it's on gas mark 5, and I think electric fan oven is about 190, I think.
Don't know.
It is. So this is a gas oven, so okay, let me just spoon all this out. Okay, I'm just gonna set this aside, and now I'm going to add the peppers. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. Add the peppers, the onions.
Onion.
Garlic. Lovely. Get all that out. Ginger.
Ginger.
And of course the chili flakes. Okay, normally if you want to use a fresh chili, then I would use a red small plump chili, not too hot, but
Medium,
like I said,
medium,
ours
yeah.
was a bit too fierce. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, you can see that fine.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is, and I haven't added no more oil, I'm using the oil that was already there from the meat.
Yep.
So I'm just going to let this cook.
Did you explain this was a bit more of a healthy version, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all the curries I do really
Yeah, are
healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
It depends, doesn't it, Budo, how big your portion is.
Yes, that's true.
And this should
And I like a big portion with some beer.
This actually should be able to serve about 5 people.
All right.
So, okay, and also if I just like to say, in the oven, I've got a large deep baking tray, which I'm going to transfer the biryani to when it's cooked, but you can use a lasagna dish, but just heat the dish up in the oven. So
Hang on.
me back.
Well, I was going to say that you should all have a go at this one, guys, if you can. You're ones who like cooking, because this is a simple curry. It's very, very mild, but it's very, very tasty, and you will enjoy it, I'm sure.
You taste everything, the ginger,
everything,
all the spices,
I love it.
And it's what I call like a chunky curry.
This is actually one on my top 3 list of curries. I do love this one.
I do like quite a hot curry, but I like that sort of burn in the back of the throat.
See, funny enough, you'd think I would, but I'm not merely a mad hot curry liker. I like a spicy curry, but I like to taste everything in it, rather than just get assaulted by the chili, like, you know.
I'll join you back. We'll join you back shortly.
We'll join you, or you join us. Who are we going to join?
You join me.
Okay, folks, we'll be back in a minute.
See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, the peppers, onions, ginger, garlic and chili.
Any chance to bring the pan over so people can see, because I'm on a tripod.
Can you see?
Come up a bit. Lovely.
Okay.
Oh, it smells good.
Been cooking for about 5 or 6 minutes. So the peppers are slightly soft and the onions. So now I'm going to add the rice.
Do you know the rice? Is it like pre-cooked, yeah?
Yeah. No, the rice you cook for about 5 minutes.
Right, so just to soften it a little bit. Yeah, I didn't hear that, sorry.
But you must wash the rice with very cold water.
Oh, that's right, yeah, I did remember.
Okay, so we'll add the rice. Now we're going to add the chicken stock, 200 mils of chicken stock. Okay, I'm just going to turn this heat up a little bit. Okay, just going to mix the rice in with all the peppers. Okay, mix that all in. Now we're going to add the spices.
Ooh.
This is very heavy.
That's why you've got big muscles now.
I know. All the cooking. Okay. Oh, it smells lovely.
Yeah, I can smell it. It's lovely now.
Mix all that in. Can you see from over there or not?
Yeah, I can see you, but we can't see in the pan at the moment.
Hang on, let me just mix everything in. Can you see?
Come up a bit. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah.
It's heavy, and now I'm going to add the spinach.
Spinach.
Just a little bit at the time.
Just got to wilt down in it.
Yeah, we'll just mix it in. It will soon wilt. That's the only thing with spinach. It looks like you're using a lot, but you're not. It doesn't really go far, does it?
No. Can I have a piece to eat now? Thank you.
Oh my god, that's going to ruin the recipe now.
Oh, I love spinach.
Rest it in. Here, bring the chicken here. Okay, and just gently fold.
Mozzie.
Oh,
I know.
Mozzie, just gently fold the spinach in with all the spices. Oh, it smells lovely.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes. Let this cook down, and then once that's done, I'm going to add the milk. So I'll see you shortly.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. That's all cooked in together nicely. Now I'm going to add the chicken pieces, which we cooked earlier for about 5 minutes. Okay. Just going to blend to mix all these in together. Lift that over. Oops.
That's the thing about biryani. It's such a lovely colours, isn't it? Green and yellows and
Yellows,
reds.
reds.
It's not fatty
I
at all.
used a red and a yellow pepper, but you can use 2 red peppers. You can use 2 yellow peppers as well.
Cool.
It's up to you. Okay. And now we're going to add the milk and the turmeric, which I'm using for colouring, and that should colour the
Rice.
If
I remember rightly, you've done this before. It didn't really colour it a lot.
No.
Just give it a little hint, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Funny enough, we're in France and we're finding it hard to get saffron.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to, I don't know, but I'm going to obviously have a look. And now what I'm going to do is transfer all of this in here.
Bearing in mind the pan that Tracy's got out of the oven is hot as well.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It's preheated.
Remember, I'm used to cooking on a 6-ring.
Oh, that smells so
oven
lovely.
Back in the UK, so I think I'm doing pretty well. Oh,
You
that
are
looks
doing well.
Lovely. Let me see if I can.
Do you know what? You do such a lovely dinners. I'm going to let you cook again tomorrow as well. Look at that.
Can you see?
Can you sort of bend it forward? And then I can just pan down a bit.
It's hot.
Yeah, go on in. That's lovely.
Oh, it smells yummy.
Oh, if you could have smell-o-vision.
Let me just mix it in. All the lovely colours. Okay, and then I'm just going to cover it with foil. Ow!
Be careful.
And then put it into the oven. And then cook. Leave that cook probably for about 20 minutes, just until all the juices have been reduced.
Lovely.
I'll see you back soon.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. The chicken biryani is now cooked.
Lovely.
Like to
Let's have a
come
look.
over, Budo?
So here we go.
Smells yummy.
Looks delicious. Smells delicious. And I know it tastes delicious because I've had it so many times.
And the stock has reduced as well, because it's what you call more of a dry, what I call a dry curry.
Well, while you're serving that,
Yeah, you have a little chat about the
I'm going to have a chat about this
our beer.
beer. With biryani, especially the English, we like a nice beer with our curry. And we experiment with all different beers. And I love Belgian beers. As you know, with Leffe and things like that. But I've been introduced to another Belgian beer, which was probably 3 or 4 months ago now. And I'm going to show you it. So this is the one. Hopefully you can see that. It's called La Chouffe, right? It's a lovely Belgian beer, blonde. It's murky. It's lovely tasting. And what I like about it, I call it a dreaming beer. Because you actually, whenever I drink this beer, I have weird dreams. Don't I, Trey?
Yeah.
I always wake up and say I've had a weird dream. I think it's something to do with that little leprechaun fella on there. He's put something in the beer. But it's absolutely delicious. And I like all the tops, you know, like the little tops on them. They're all individual.
Little gnome and the Christmas tree. Shall I open this?
Yeah, open that and pour that.
I'll be
You'll have to pour it into my special left glass, which is another Belgium.
You pass that here.
Yeah.
I'm only going to have a little bit because I'm more of a wine.
No, I'll have a little bit. Just fill my glass.
Okay.
No.
Bubbles pour to the side, and then as you come up.
Stop a minute. Stop. Just give the beer bottle a little swirl around. Get all the yeast off the bottom.
The label's coming off.
Oh no, it's because it's wet. Put a bit more in for me, Trey. I like a bit of yeast in my beer.
Beer and curries are such a good marriage.
But listen, guys, on the food, you must try this. This is absolutely delicious, and a nice beer, quality blonde beer with it, and you'll get the flavours married together. It's such a beautiful meal.
As they say in Francais, délicieux.
Well done, Tracy. Another great.
You're welcome, and I
meal.
hope you will try this recipe. And if you need to ask any questions, just fire them away in the comments.
Yeah, let me have a little pan in.
Pan in.
Getting close for you. And you can see what we're just about to munch up.
Lovely, nice and healthy-ish.
So that's one plate for me, one plate for Trace, and that's just before I go to bed.
No, this will cool down and be frozen for another day. That's if you don't start.
Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Let us know as well if you cook it. Let us know how you get on with it.
Yep, lovely.
Well done, Trace.
You're welcome.